Hi there, Casey here at Home with Casey. Welcome to Tasty Tuesday and to my kitchen. Today, I'm gonna be making turkey curry. Yeah, I mean, it's been about 5 days since Thanksgiving and we're probably saturated with all those leftovers. But finding a really cool, different use of the leftover turkey is what I'm after. So early this weekend, I made a turkey curry and I just loved it so much. I posted the recipe, but I'm a firm believer that when you're making dishes and meals and things like that, you have to make them 2 or 3 times to really make them your own. And then you feel more comfortable about substituting the flavors and the foods that you enjoy into that recipe. So curries are classic Indian, Thai, Chinese, Asian curries. And one of my favorites is the Thai green curry. Yes, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I looked up a lot of different curry recipes and I did a combination of a bunch of different recipes to create this one for myself. So what I have here is I'm sauteing the mirepoix, the trident, the 3 biggies in cooking: celery, onion, and carrot. Yeah, these 3 are the base for a lot of soup, stews, and beautiful dishes in French and Italian cooking, and in all types of cooking. And in fact, these are the 3 vegetables that I use for the base of my turkey soup. So, and you can use any type of vegetable that you want, but I think this imparts a lot of flavor. Now again, with curry, you can make it vegetarian, or you can add any types of protein that you want, or any types of vegetables. Now you can add potatoes, you can add peppers, you can add bamboo shoots. So, what I'm doing is just these 3 vegetables, and as I'm sauteing here, I really want to season every step of the way. So I have my Himalayan salt, and I'm going to add some pepper. And the goal, these have been sauteing for a few minutes, but the goal is really to get sort of a translucence to the onions, and then kind of cook the vegetables a little bit. They'll still be cooking further once we add the curry. So while these are finishing up sauteing, I'm going to get the sauce ready. So I did a combination of coconut milk and broth. And what I'm going to use a thickener. Now you can use flour or you can use cornstarch, and I'm going to be using some cornstarch. So to a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, because I used all my turkey broth in my soup, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Yeah, and we're going to use cornstarch as a thickener. Now you're not limited by this particular, amount, but if you're going to be using a thickener in your soups and stews or sauces and things like that, you want to make sure that you get all the lumps out. So what I'm doing is I'm whisking it in a little bit of my chicken broth. Right there, I have a tiny little whisk, and I want to make it smooth because you don't want any lumps in there, right? Because that could be, take away from the flavor if you get a big old lump of, a flour or cornstarch. Now, once this is smooth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add now this cornstarch liquid to the rest of my liquids, which is 1 can of coconut milk and about a 1/2 cup more of the chicken broth. And I'm going to whisk that together. Now, it looks like my vegetables are nice and translucent. Now, again, this recipe is so easy. I just, for about 10 minutes, I've been kind of cooking these vegetables through. Now I'm going to add my chicken stock and my coconut milk here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of let that heat up a little bit so it can thicken. Now, to this, I'm going to add the curry. Now, depending on what kind of curry you like, I enjoy green curry. So I'm using a green curry paste, but you can also, a lot of recipes will call for powder. But I enjoy the green curry paste, that green curry sauce, and I'm going to add sort of a goodly amount. This is kind of a tiny little jar, so I'm going to just get that curry paste in there, and it's going to give me that nice green color and flavor. So while that is cooking, I'm just gonna kind of mix my curry paste in there, and it's gonna thicken up and it's gonna get nice and rich. Now again, if you want it a little bit thinner and you don't like a thicker curry sauce, you can add some more broth to it. But the beauty of this is that, like I said, once you make it a couple times, you can make it your own. So I shared this recipe with a friend of mine. She made it and she actually added sweet potatoes. Who knew? So this is gonna, like I said, we're gonna cook this for a few minutes and it's gonna really start to thicken and you're gonna kind of smell those curry flavors. Now, while this is thickening up, let's talk about what we're gonna serve it on. Now, I served mine on brown rice, but white rice is great, jasmine, basmati, sticky rice, which is really traditional, Thai food, or you can do cauliflower rice. So I made some brown rice, and having lived in Hawaii for so many years, everybody has a rice cooker. Well, I never had a rice cooker, but one of the easiest, fastest, and best ways that I have made my rice is to, listen carefully. I do 1.5 cups of rice, and I use brown rice, and I rinse it off to get a lot of that starch off. And in the pot, I will boil 6 cups of water. Now, typically rice is a 2-to-1, 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, but I'm using 6. So I get that water boiling, I season it with salt, and then once it starts to boil, I add my rice with a tablespoon of butter, bring it to a simmer, let it simmer uncovered for 30 minutes. Yeah, don't even bother. Once 30 minutes is up, I drain it in a sieve, get all the rest of the water out, I put the rice back in the pot, take it off the burner, and cover it for 10 minutes. And voila, there you have it. And it comes out perfect every time. You don't have to worry about it, you don't have to fuss or muss, but a rice cooker is absolutely the way to go if you have one. So here the sauce is thickening up, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my leftover turkey. You can add as much or as little. This thing is gonna be so thick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get that curry flavor in that turkey. Oh my goodness. You guys, this is amazing. And it's such an easy recipe, right? So if you enjoy curry as I do, let me know what your recipe's like, what you're adding, if you're doing a yellow curry or a red curry. Oh my gosh, this is so thick, you guys. I can't even hardly stand it. So I'm gonna use my spoon. I'm gonna take a little taste. Oh my God. So delicious. Now, if you're one of those people that enjoys spicy curry, you can spice this up by adding a little bit more curry paste or any number of hot sauce or spicy sauces to ramp it up. I say this is kind of medium mild, kind of medium mild in there. And it is fantastic. And there, it's done. So again, thank you for joining me, and please try this recipe. Let me know what you're doing with your turkey leftovers. We're headed into the holiday season, and it is exciting. So I look forward to sharing some more holiday recipes with you. Until then, I'm Casey at Home with Casey. Share with me what you're putting in your curry. You take care, stay well, and we'll see you again soon.